I'm Prashant Pai, Global Head of Risk Consulting at SAS Institute, and we're here in sunny Miami for RiskMinds America's 2015. With me, I have Evgueni Ivantsov. Evgueni is the chairman of the European Risk Management Council and author of the book Heads or Tails. So Evgueni, I just came from your presentation, excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank you.
Lots of words of wisdom and input into how we need to look at stress testing. Really, one of the things I walked away from is that we need to understand that at the end of the day, stress testing is a tool, right?
Yeah.
And we need to treat it as one of the inputs into our overall program. Where we are today, especially in the US as well as over in Europe, we as an industry have invested a lot of time and effort into stress testing as an exercise. What do you think? Where are we in terms of the maturity of this exercise, and what do you see unfolding going ahead?
Okay, I think we already passed the stage when we set up the stress testing framework, and we're quite okay in running the stress tests. We have invested a lot of money in improving the process. However, I think now it's right time to look at what we do and understand how we improve the efficiency, because I think we still not get 100% from this exercise that we should.
Right. That's an excellent point. So when you talk about efficiency, how do you look at efficiency? What are the different things you look at in terms of ensuring that we squeeze as much value as we can, just given the amount of investment we have put into it?
Yeah. The stress testing is quite complex process. I think that if we look at several points where we really can increase the efficiency, and these several points are scenarios. We need to ensure that we build very robust scenarios, and especially when we talk about extreme events, stressed, the tail risk scenarios, we need to think how we can do it in most efficient way to make this scenario plausible. The second point, I think we can improve the governance. I think it's important that people who are involved in stress testing have enough freedom and independency to run stress tests in the way they believe they should be. And also, when we talk about governance, I think the role of the board should be quite substantial. Board needs to look at very closely stress test and understand the results of the stress test. The next point is methodology and processes. I think that we still have a lot of room for improvement our methodologies and make the processes more effective. And finally, we need also to understand how practically we use the results of the stress test, not only to show them to regulators, but for our own organization, how we benefit from all the work we've done in the stress testing area.
Three excellent points in terms of how we can gain more efficiencies out of the process. Any further insights you can share as it relates to not only looking at stress testing purely as a cost of compliance or a regulatory check mark, but really looking at how could you leverage it as part of your internal decision making and really make it a competitive advantage within your organization?
I think that where we can have a lot of benefits from stress testing is contingency plans. At the moment, we spend a lot of time on crunching numbers and running the models. However, we spend less time thinking about what should be the contingency plan and build this credible contingency plan and have dry run across the organization. And this plan I called WWWH, which is what, when, who, and how. So it should be very detailed contingency plan where we know if it's happened, what we need to do, who is responsible, how much time it will take, what are the costs, what are the dependencies. We have this detailed plan in place and we have full dry run. After that, we will be ready for this scenario if it's unfold in the real life.
Excellent. More insights from an excellent following on from your excellent presentation. Thank you so much for spending the time and being here with us at RiskMinds.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.